Culture is a process of becoming, and our identities lie ahead of us, at least according to Jamaican author Stuart Hall. Because culture is a continuous construction, globalization has allowed for cultural homogenization. In the aforementioned process, the dominant forms of cultural expression, particularly Western and American ones, spread their own influence to other cultures. This has become a serious problem in the Virgin Islands, where 15.8% of the population in its United States territories consists of people born in the continental United States. In addition, the U.S. Virgin Islands alone experience visits by over 1.6 million tourists, which is almost 16 times its total population. With statistics like these suggesting the strong presence of Americans in the Virgin Islands, it is important to understand the consequences of the subsequent cultural homogenization. The effects expatriate-perpetrated cultural homogenization has on the Virgin Islands is increased tensions between the predominantly black West Indian locals and the predominantly white expats. One of the most widely known instances of racially motivated acts in the Virgin Islands is known as the Fountain Valley Massacre. In 1972, 8 people, including white tourists, were gunned down in the Fountain Valley Golf Club on St. Croix. Such an act was perceived as a response to the displacement of native Crucians by continental Americans and immigrants from other parts of the Caribbean. As of 2 years after the shooting, only 20% of St. Croix's population were native-born Virgin Islanders. The tensions caused by this displacement continue today. A 2012 article published in Tortola claimed that many white residents in the British Virgin Islands feel targeted by quote-unquote racist behavior by native West Indians. To say that white people are disadvantaged in this setting is completely untrue, however, as whites were reported as the highest income earners among all ethnic groups in the Virgin Islands. Ultimately, the cultural homogenization of the Virgin Islands is extremely unsettling because it displaces and disenfranchises people who have been living in the area for centuries and allows for the increased presence of privileged white people from other areas of the world. Even more disturbing is the lack of acknowledgement by expatriates that they are in an advantaged group based on their interactions with the very people they are displacing. Even if our identities lie ahead of us, no one ever said that there should be disenfranchisement in cultural construction.